everybody, Shannon here. Okay, I'm going to do another paranormal video for you. And I'm usually gonna do like 2 stories per video because I tend to like talk a lot. So like I don't want these videos to be way too long and have you guys just be like exit out. Okay, apologize if my fucking camera's kind of moving weird. I have it actually like propped up on top of my legs right now. So, first one, little 2 stories that I'm gonna tell you is something that happened to me, actually when I was living with my mom, um, back when I was a teenager. Um, it, I always felt uncomfortable in this house that we moved into, but I don't know why exactly I did, but there was some weird things, the classic, like, you constantly feel like something's behind you or walking behind you up the stairs. I was like big on the whole, like, every time I go into a room, like I reach for the light and turn it on before I go in, and then I just, when you're turning the lights off, like you're constantly staying in the light as you're going along. So like, yeah, I did that a lot. But one of the experiences that I had, and I actually had this experience for like years. I don't know why. Um, it was kind of weird. I would always hear my mother yelling my name when she was sleeping. Okay, this happened, like I said, for like years. Okay, I don't know what it is. If maybe I just had like a ringing of it in my ear, but it would always be that I would always hear my mom like violently scream my name, Shannon, and I would, like turn off my TV or my music or whatever, and I'd go upstairs to see like what's going on. And then by the time I got upstairs, I'd realize, oh, she's like sleeping. And then sometimes I'd even like open her bedroom door just to see, and I'd be like, Mom, and she'd be snoring. So yeah, that's weird. I don't know why. Um, like I said, it could just be like a ringing in my ears or whatever, but I always would hear my name being screamed by my mom. Okay, for years. I don't know why. Um, Second little story that I'm gonna tell you, kind of creepy. I know that was just kind of quick, but it was just kind of like one of the more common things that would happen. Oh my God, I see a hair. I want to get it. I want to get that hair. Get down there. Okay. Um, so another instance that happened in the same house was I was sitting in our computer room, back when people had computer rooms. Now we all have laptops, so we just sit anywhere and freaking go on our computer. So I was in our computer room. Now let me note, for all those like naysayers out there, the windows were not open. There was 2 windows in that room. They were not open. The air was not on. Okay, none of this was going on. So I'm sitting in the computer room, and I'm on the computer, and I think I might have my friends over, and they were like in the living room, and I was like just finishing up something, and then I was gonna go, in the living room with them. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I hear something. Now, let me just say, my mom was one of those where we had like a lot of fake trees in our house. So there was a fake tree in the computer room, and it was, on the other side of the desk, like in front of me, and I heard a little rustling sound. So, of course, I look up at the tree, and all of a sudden, again, I hear the rustling, and now I'm seeing it. The tree is going like this. Not the whole thing, just like a little chunk of it was going moving and shit. So I looked at it, and I'm like, okay. So the first thing I did, because, by that point in my time, like I was still a teenager, but I had already had so many experiences paranormally that I was always like, okay, let me check the things that you need to check first. So I double checked the windows, and I was like, the windows are closed. I went over to the tree to see if, like, I don't know, there was a bug or a mouse in it or something that was making it rustle and move like that. Because, like I said, although it was a small chunk, it was going like that. So, I don't know. So, I freaking walked over to that fake tree. I looked at it, and I was like, nothing's in it. I looked up, I looked down, I looked all around. There was nothing in it. So, yeah. That was creepy. I told my friends. I like walked out of the room and I turned off the light and I said, you guys, there's something like a ghost in that room. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, the frickin' tree was moving. And of course they did the same thing. Well, what was the wind blowing through the window? I was like, no, the windows were closed. So, yeah, that was very weird. It was very strange. Freaked me out, freaked my friends out. We were all like, okay, we're not going back in that room until it's light outside because it was nighttime. So, yeah, that was another story. I do have a lot more of weird stuff that happened in that house. I used to just hear random noises because the computer room was actually my old bedroom. We had converted it. We had like an upstairs and we had like a basement, and the basement was originally where the computer room was, but I wanted to have my bedroom in the basement because I thought the room was bigger and I thought it was cooler. I had more space down there. It was like my own little apartment. So like I had switched with the computer room. Computer room now was upstairs and my room was downstairs. And when I was downstairs, I had a lot of experiences too. Just weird stuff, like you hear like the door like making rustling sounds and stuff when I'd have like my bedroom door shut, and it was weird. What is also weird about that room down there that my bedroom was there was a lock on the outside of the door. And okay, not to sound like something creepy like out of the movies or something, but it kind of was. My When I had switched my bedroom to being downstairs, there was a handle lock on the outside of the door. So it meant that whatever was inside would be locked. Like pretty much like if my mom wanted to, she could lock the outside handle outside my room, and I would be locked in my room. And there was no like hole or nothing to like twist or turn to open that doorknob from the inside of the room. I'd be screwed pretty much. So yeah, that was creepy. I don't know why a house would have that. I mean, usually the lock's on the inside of the door so you can keep anybody outside from coming in, but ours was weird. My bedroom door just it was built like that. Whatever was inside the house in the room, you could lock inside. So creepy. Definitely movie worthy creepy. Um, so yeah, those were a couple experiences. I got more, and I'll make another video, so they're not super long. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my creepy video. And if you hear all this banging in the background, that would be my lovely daughter. She is taking all the diaper packages out of the boxes and banging them on the coffee table. Because, she's a musician. Who am I to stifle her creativity? So, until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.